Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. But today we're going to talk about what is going on with you during the sun sign season of Scorpio, which is October 22nd through November 20th. So I did just do a little channeling for you, and I'm going to get to that message in just a moment. But I would like to ask you to please help me out and hit that thumbs up. And more importantly, I would love to get a comment from you because I really love connecting with you and getting your energy. And then I always take the comments and I put the people who commented and put them in my book so that when I'm focusing on the energy, I'm hopefully going to channel messages that are very pertinent for you. So if you could just leave me a comment, an emoji is fine because then I have your name. So channel message. Okay, so lots going on. Just really quick, because I am recording this on Wednesday. And so yesterday, on Tuesday the 14th, the Mercury went into retrograde at about 11 degrees of Scorpio. It is going to all the way back to about 25 degrees of Libra and then go direct, and it'll be out of shadow, I believe, on the 13th, or maybe that's the day it goes direct, in Scorpio. But it's going to go over the same ground. Things that you have been kind of dealing with, for you, this will be in your fifth house of fun and romance, backing up into your home life situation. And so kind of anything that's kind of been cropping up in that area since about September 22nd, 23rd, then you might notice that kind of like any communication about home and family, fun and romance, those kinds of things are kind of get churned up again. So when I was meditating on your energy and trying to get a channel message for you, in order to do that, I used the Dragon Fae, the Oracle of the Dragon Fae by Lucy Cavendish, and I pulled two really interesting cards for you. So take a look at this one, and I'm going to get really close because I really want you to take a look at what's going on with this card. Let's see if I can stop moving my hand long enough. Can you see the spider sitting up there in the third eye? And then the whole face mask kind of looks like a big old tarantula. Okay, so this is Shumara, that's probably correct. It says Web of All Life. So Web of All Life. We have okay, so the Web of All Life. So a spider, right? A spider, it picks up the vibrational energies around it, and then it runs out, and that's dinner, right? But then in the morning, or it just tears down, it gets ripped up, the web gets ripped up by like the fly that's, struggling or whatever, and it takes it apart and redoes it, and it's brand new again. And so what in your life has that need to pull it apart a little bit, reconstruct it, and make it new again? So that's one thing that came through. Another thing that came through with that is that everything that everyone does vibrates out, and it affects everything around it. Actually, even though it was a web, what I really saw was like when you drop a pebble into a pond and all the circles go out, and then eventually the little leaves are rocking, and then they get slammed into the shore, but everything, the energy just always keeps moving out in an exponential way, right? Wherever that energy is, it flows out in that direction. And so that becomes really important, because the second one you got was the Sovereign. And I'm going to get as close as I can with this one too. Look, see all those butterflies? See all those butterflies? And she has transformed. And she's walking with stately dignity, right? So I was looking at these, and I was thinking about these things, and what I saw was a candle being lit, and it being passed along. And as it gets passed along, you start getting more lights coming out, because it's passed on both sides, and it was going out like this, in like this big wave, and then all of a sudden it became this bright, brilliant light in the dark. And so I feel like, Cancer, when you step from behind the mask, when you're willing to create, when you're willing to put the effort in, your energies will spread out to those around you in the circle that you your immediate circle, but as they meet people and how they're uplifted, moves out too. So, channel message from Spirit says, Dear Cancer, when you come out of your shell and you show your vulnerable soft side to those you trust, your energy is like a candle that is lit and shared and passed from one to another until your singular light shines as bright as the sun. Where do you need to start sharing your glow of sovereignty? Self-empowerment, dignity, kindness, loving, and caring. Empowering others while not allowing your own light to be dim. And Spirit was really like not allowing your own light to be dim. There was like very like, yes, give and share, but don't allow your own light to be dim. Don't give so much that you are not also taking care of yourself. I think that has a lot to do with this Libra season we just came out of and all the balance, right? And so empowering others while not allowing your own light to dim. You always have more than enough. You are always more than enough. They like really emphasize that. You are more than enough. So that is a beautiful message from Spirit. We're going to go ahead and get into the 9-card spread for the month. We have, this video will come out on Thursday. On Friday, it is the new moon. Yes, Friday. Friday is the new moon in Libra. Libra is your 4th house of home. So if you have... this Libra new moon has a lot to do with you're going to have to put in effort. So it's not going to happen overnight. There's a definite need to have things balanced and to expect that this will run the full, pretty close to the full 18-month cycle. But where are you willing to put in the consistent effort? Where are you willing to work hard to create what you want? So let's go ahead and get into it. I really want to encourage you to take time to write down what is the thing that 18 months from now you really want to see different and changed in your life. Where can you start creating something now and it starts moving out and it starts making the changes that allow you to transform your life and to be in this sovereign energy, because that new moon is a difficult one in that there's a lot of energies that are really tough about it, which means that it will require effort and hard work. But there's so much magic in the air right now. There's so much recreation, creation, manifestation energy right now. And so what is it that you'd most like to see? Okay, for those of you who have never been here before, welcome. Oh, what is that doing? Okay. Yes? Nope. Okay. So this is, there's more than one in the wrong position here. What else we got going on? Okay, so that was interesting because there was the tower in the house. And so security and safety around your house seems to be like a thought process. Security around the home, which would be that Libra season energy. All right, so this is thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. This first card out is the key to the situation. The last card, the card in the bottom of the deck, will be about what is the overall energy for the month October 22nd through November 20th, Scorpio season. So, okay, that one really, okay. Wow, these cards. Okay, it's a commitment. We have the ring. It's a contract. Oh gosh, there's an extra card. Where the heck does that one go? Here. Okay. So much going on here. These cards are really, it's a new contract. There's some kind of a new commitment. So is this a commitment that you're making to yourself? Is this a commitment you're making to someone else? Some of you might actually be getting engaged. All right, let's just see what we have here. Okay, so abundance. This is a commitment, I believe, that you make to yourself that you feel abundant. Now, remember, they really went into this, you have more than enough and you are more than enough. And so this sense, this feeling of abundance in the heart space is abundance of love, abundance of not being worried. Like, I don't necessarily always know where the money is going to come from, but I know I always have more than enough and there's always more on the way. That is the kind of attitude that you adopt that helps really attract and draw in energy and the vibrational energy and the opportunities that will help you to provide financially for your situation, whatever that is. Be open to opportunities. Keep your ear to the ground. You'll know when things happen and when they're popping for you. And so, you know, you always have more than enough, and there's always more that on the way is a really great mantra. When you start really trusting that and believing that and relying on that, doors just seem to open up like magic. So in the recent past, yeah, so you've been seeking some information. I think you're worried about money. There's this, there's mice. It's the mice in the home. So there's something that's niggling, that's bothering you, that's concerning you, and you're trying to figure out how to solve a problem. It is a problem around the home. I gotta tell you though, look at those mice have more than enough, and there's more on the way, right? They're getting plenty, and there's still plenty of food around there. See, this is a pantry that has a lot of food, even though the mice are into. See if I could stop moving my fingers. There we go. Even though the mice are into some of the food, look, there's still plenty more around there that they haven't gotten into yet. So there's always enough, and there's always more on the way. And maybe even trying to figure out what the next steps are for that. Whoa. There is a transformation in the heart space for you. So, okay, so we have this ring here, a new commitment, and here you've got the heart coming in the area of transformation that you were thinking about and feeling this abundance in your heart space. So this is looking pretty good. Until I get this card. So, thoughts. In the area of thoughts in the future, you have the scythe. The scythe is quick, decisive action. It is reaping what you've sown. Also, though, it is the harvest. And they talk in the book on this one that this is the harvest time when what you have reaped, you will sow. No, what you have sown, you shall reap. What the seeds you have planted, the things that you've tended, the things you have put the energy and the effort into. Because if you look, even though there's a scythe, see how there's all the negative stuff in the front, but behind it, it looks pretty nice. Like it looks like there's security and there's a home and things. So there could be a change of residence. There might be a sudden move, a sudden invitation, there's something new kind of contract offering security. You may have a new job, although the heart space here is interesting with the heart and the transformation. Oh, wow. In the area of the mice, this is the mice, this is their house here. You have the man offering the cup of love. Cancer, are you getting a love reading? It is your house of, fifth house of fun and romance. So in the area of doubts and is there enough and wondering if there's anxiety and stuff, there is a guy. But look, we have the ring here. We have this. It's either going to be an ending or a, I don't know. Looks pretty good in the heart space. You got news and information coming in that looks pretty magical. Looks pretty magical. The obstacle. The obstacle has something to do with community. So it has to do with a group of people. Maybe you guys both work at the same place, and so it's been a forbidden love. You're not allowed to fraternize. So maybe someone quits their job to make that happen. Maybe someone's been waiting for a divorce to come through to make that happen. The action right now is the book. The book is you need more information. But the book is open. And I feel like the information is going to come in. We got news and information coming in here with the rider. Oh, but the outcome is weird. Okay, so Mercury in retrograde means exes come back. That happens a lot. I think you get some news and some information, but I don't think you get it sorted out. You have the clouds and the cross, and I think the confusion is a burden, and I think you don't actually know what you want to know within the next, 30 days here. I had to do this for another sign. I'm thinking it was Gemini. They had a confusing love reading. So this is Psychic Tarot from the Heart by John Holland. I just want to see what's going on over here, because this looks like magical news and information coming in. It has something to do with the contract, but something has to be cut out. Maybe you're trying to think about what. There is so much confusion about whatever information you're getting about the situation. I want to remind you to create your own world and not let someone else dim your light. So if you're not getting enough information, or if the information seems sketchy and you've been hiding behind a mask or someone else has and you're not really sure what's going on, just remember to step into your own power, be your own person, transform and create your own life. And don't be relying on someone else to rescue you. Because there seems to be an awful lot of confusion around this. An awful lot. An awful lot. And it is creating a burden in your action, like you don't even know what to do. I think this might even be you hoping for some news and information, but maybe not getting it because you are supposed to be actively seeking it here. Okay. Okay, so you have this. You have the Three of Pentacles. This is the well-deserved reward. I'm sorry, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Let me say that again. Well-deserved reward, and we have the solar plexus. This is the energy of sovereignty. So whatever is going on in this situation that seems like you do not have enough information, you're looking for some information, you have a lot of doubts. There's a lot of doubts around this. It says gentleman, but depending how, it does not matter. I think they chose this one because this guy's offering the cup of love. So it's a person that if you're a male or female, it does not matter. So right here, you got some information. There's some information coming in, but it is still creating these doubts. And so when Mercury is in retrograde in your 5th house, exes tend to come back, but I would say be discerning. But more importantly, remember, when you have the Nine of Pentacles, that means you're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. And the solar plexus says for you to be confident, very self-confident, very much in your own sovereignty. Very much in your own sovereignty. And create the life that you want. And if somebody wants to be a part of that life, then they need to take their mask off a little bit and be a little more forthcoming and not leave you in the state of confusion. So, all right, let's see what else we get here. That is some pretty interesting, okay. So Cancer, you're all sitting on the edge of your seats going, I don't know what this means. I sort of know what this means, but I don't know what this means. I can feel you going, I don't know. So let's get some guidance for the thought process here and what to focus on as far as managing this. Okay. Yeah, it's an X. All right, so we have here obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. This is this. Remember, you have more than enough, and you are more than enough. Okay. This hungry ghost. This feels like this, and then we have the well watcher, wisdom and power of the divine. You are being protected, but you are being asked to trust and to be observant. But more importantly, stay in your own sovereignty. Stay in your own sovereignty. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do here with this energy around the heart space. I love that you feel abundant in the heart space. That is good. And I love that, this looks so magical going forward. So I really want you to hold on your own inner magic. And remember that when you love yourself fully and completely, shadow and light, you don't need someone else to make you feel good about yourself. Oh, yeah, look at this. Wow, first card. Okay. It's a gamble. You know it's a gamble. You're well aware that this is, oh my gosh. So we have that, and then we have the Magician. And the Magician can manifest, but a lot of times they're like, watch me over here, don't watch what I'm doing over there. Okay. You have, it's almost like you're thinking and contemplating about taking a risk. Let me see what Serial Machete has to say. That is number 42. That's 6. That's the soulmate card. Ambitions, goals, and inspiration. If you want to make dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up. This card is about setting a target, a goal, something to strive for, a purpose, motivated by a need or ambition. We now have something to aim for, success in our chosen field. The young performer lies on the ground in an almost fetal position, possibly exhausted at the point of giving up, despite the constant effort and repetition she has put into her endeavor so far. So again, I just want to remind you that the seeds of intention that you plant with this new moon are going to require constant maintenance and effort and work to see them happen. So maybe not this, it's going to take a while. Oh, wow. Despite the constant effort and repetition she has put into her endeavor so far, she is once again questioning herself. Can she ever be good enough? Will she ever make it? You are more than enough. Remember, Spirit told you that. Possibly her efforts are hampered further by other limitations, physical, mental, or physical, outside factors, other communications distract her or compete for her time. It is easy to dream and establish goals, and the question now is whether the dream is realistically achievable or a distracted oasis that will simply torment but never be reached. I want to say, if you have something you're working on and an ex comes back and they're being a little sketchy, and because this one's called misleading illusion and confusion, right? So if you have an ex coming back and they are acting mysterious or a little bit sketchy and they're not giving you any information, I don't play into that. Just, I'm not saying, I'm not saying that you have to write them off. I'm saying if they're not willing to have the conversation and they're not willing to play straight with you, then whatever this isn't going to be okay right now anyway. And so give it some time and focus on your 9 of Pentacles. That's the independent single person card, and your solar plexus. This is your self pride and your confidence. And so make sure you are putting yourself first and shining your own light, and don't let other people dim your light. Don't allow the confusion and the to become a burden. When someone is willing to come forward and take off their mask and have conversation and truly want to have a meeting in the heart space, because that's where the transformation will happen. But until both parties are able to do that, it can't happen. So, Cancer, you are getting a love reading. No doubt about it. All right, let's get a little bit of guidance here on some action to take besides what I'm picking up here. You have take note. Yup, take note. Take note. Wisdom and the power of divination, power of the divine. All right, pay attention. Watch for signs. It says take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting the external voices and excess noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Okay, look at this too. Look at this too. In the heart space, that's where the news and the information is coming. That's what you're being asked to take note of. What is the news and the information that you are getting from your guides? Right? This right here. The power of the divine. Your higher self is talking to you. Your higher self is telling you what's going on. So don't worry about what's going on out here. Worry about what's going on in here. Listen to yourself and don't lose track of who you are. You've worked very hard to get where you are. And step into your power, step into your sovereignty. And, you know, things will, in divine order, work out however they're supposed to. Mercury in retrograde is so tricky because people want to review and go over and think about the things, and honestly, sometimes it really works out because they're doing the work. You know, both parties are thinking about things, and they're like, oh, I know where okay, and I grew here, and I learned this, right? But sometimes it's just loneliness, and something wasn't working out, and so someone shows up again, and if the root issues haven't been addressed, and the root issues aren't necessarily between the two individuals, because we tend to mirror to each other. So if you have someone who seems to be being dominated in a relationship, well, you know, and they seem to have no confidence, well, the person that's doing all the dominating probably doesn't have any confidence either. So they're showing each other what it's like to not have any confidence. So we're essentially mirrors to each other. Okay, so make sure you're resting up. You have Ruby. This is your birthstone, Cancer. Well, if you're a July-born Cancer, this is the birthstone. It says rejuvenate your body. And honestly, have you been trying too hard? You need to take a rest. You need to think about it a little bit, right? So rejuvenate your body. And you have Magenta. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. Magenta. That's that beautiful hot pink color, right? So those are your colors to wear over the course of the next month. Put them into your wardrobe to remind yourself that you are sovereign. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. So step into the solar plexus energy. One good way to do that would be to imagine. Okay, so imagine that you're literally swallowing the sun and its energy is just emanating out of you. That is very attractive, powerful energy. Okay? All right, Cancer, you guys take care. I will see you back here on Monday when I do the Moon Astrology. And I hope this was helpful. Leave me a note. Hit that thumbs up. I will talk to you soon. You take care.